Ahead to fly the Jubilee ticket in the Mathare parliamentary contest, but later was told to drop his bid. We speak to gospel singer Kevin Kioko, popularly known as Bahati, who joins us in studio. Bahati, good evening, and thank you for your time tonight.
Good evening.
You are initially nominated as the Jubilee parliamentary aspirant for Mathare constituency.
Yes.
What has changed?
Still nominated. Yes.
But you are in the media this time, not because of your great talent of being a musician, but because of the paper behind you, which is a certificate from the Jubilee party.
Yes.
Were you called by any chance for a meeting to discuss who should fly the Azimio la Umoja ticket?
You know, when I joined Jubilee, I first joined Jubilee because I believe this is the president's party. And have campaigned for the president before. Actually did more stops than any other musician in the country. I did over 555 performances, you know, stops around the country, you know, performing for and campaigning for the president. And joining Jubilee is because I understand the heart that the president has for the youth. And so after I went through the nomination process, which was tough because I had other competitors, great politicians, but the opinion polls and the people of Mathare, according to the people of Mathare, I was the leading candidate. So I was awarded with a nomination certificate by the
Jubilee party.
Yes.
And you were awarded by the director of the elections or the party secretary general?
Honorable Kanini Kega. And after a day, because you know the youth celebrated both out, in Mathare and outside Mathare, after a day I was called for a meeting, with one of, you know, the people I really respect, and he was like, you need to drop this bid in favor of the sitting MP, which didn't sit well for me.
We will come to who has called you for that meeting. When you say you campaigned for the president, I suppose you are making reference to 2017, when you performed for the president. What is your relationship like with the president?
It's good. You know, he's the president. You don't call the president any time. But it's good, and I have been loyal to the president all through. And that's why, even at the moment, I'm the first musician, urban artist, you know, that has officially endorsed the Azimio movement. I did a song for Baba the Fifth, Raila Amolo Odinga. So that alone tells you my relationship with the president.
All right. You are given the certificate. You say the people of Mathare celebrated, and the youth celebrated, in your own view. Who called you back to tell you to drop your bid?
One of the party officials, and when he gave me this, you know, this news, I was like, no, I can't. You know, I'm one guy who is very respectful to my elders, but on the table there's a bigger issue than the respect that I have for my elders, you know, and this is the people of Mathare and the problems that they have been going through, you know. I am born, raised in Mathare, you know. These people are my first fans, but Abu, it's a hard situation when you see, you know, your fellow people, you know, mothers, watu unaita, this is my mom, anapitia shida, bado ndio ulikuwa unapitia like 20 years ago when you were still in Mathare, you know. Believe it or not, to this time, yani hii time and age, kuna mama Mathare sahi anachoo. You understand? And you know, when you see such situations, and you understand they are brought up because we have been electing leaders for so long in Mathare, especially the member of parliament slot, people that don't come in Mathare, from Mathare I mean, people that are not born in Mathare. So for me to vie as a member of parliament in Mathare, I'm not looking for a job. I already had one, you understand? I came here to bring the change that my people and myself have been crying to see.
Fair enough, and we'll come to the question of why you are joining politics and what it is that you want to do in Mathare and for the people of Mathare. When you were called by this Jubilee party official, were you given reasons as to why you should step aside for another member?
It's because when let me be point blank. When I posted the certificate, believe me, I announced late, but the ground has changed, you understand? According to the opinion polls from the government and other opinion polls like Mizani, I've been the leading candidate not only from Jubilee side, but overall of all the candidates who are vying in Mathare. So this sitting MP was threatened, and he pushed ODM to push my party Jubilee to ask me to step down for in Mathare, and he's even pushing for Mathare to be zoned as an ODM area because that is the only way I'll not be in the ballot. And that's why I said no, because you know at the moment, Abu, the people of Mathare, the problems they're facing are bigger than the zoning politics. You understand? And for me, I respect the president. I respect Baba the Fifth. I have endorsed.
And you are certain it's Baba the Fifth, in your view?
Yes, I am an Azimio fan and a big supporter of the Azimio government. And that's why, even in my statement, in a humble way, very humble way, I requested, I'm also in Azimio, so give the youth a chance, because I believe the Azimio government has a space for the youth. You understand?
And in your statement, Bahati, you said, and I quote, I respect President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. I understand there is zoning and Mathare is considered an ODM area. How confident are you to unseat an area you say is perceived to be an ODM?
It's not perceived. It's the sitting MP who is pushing for that, because he knows so well I am in Jubilee, and that's the only way he can get that seat. Believe me, if you put elections tomorrow morning, believe me, Oluoch will not be the next member of parliament in Mathare, because he has done nothing for the people of Mathare. Our people are crying, bro. Believe me. Yesterday, just after I talked, I could see the pain and the tears of the people of Mathare. You understand? At some point, I had to make calls when people were demonstrating at Thika Road at the Jubilee headquarters, you know, to tell them we are not doing the demonstration politics. Right now, we are looking for change.
All right.
You understand?
Yes.
And that alone, the fact that people can leave Mathare to go and plead with the Jubilee party, not to let this seat go to the wrong person, that alone shows that the people want change. And that alone shows that this guy will not be the next member of parliament.
Bahati, to be fair, you are a sensational in whatever you do. You are a gospel musician, quite respected, who has a huge following. Why are you joining politics?
I'm joining politics because politics, you know, it has come to a time where we need to go for the change we need. You understand? For so long we have been saying usiende kwa siasa, siasa ni mbaya. But siasa mbaya, maisha mabaya. That's why we want good people in politics. We want people that understand the problems of their people. You get? And that's the only reason I'm joining politics. I'm joining politics to be a leader, you know, to change a lot of things that I feel should be changed. You understand? To fight for my people, not to be doing debates or you know, other dirty politics. Yeah.
And finally, because of the interest of time, what next for Bahati? Jubilee says you drop your bid. Will you drop your bid? Or what options do you have?
The only option that I have is to see my people succeed. And that's why I believe so well that this government, the Azimio government, has a place for the youth. And that's why I don't have a plan B. The only plan that I have, if I won the nominations fairly, I went through the process, I was awarded the certificate, the original certificate that is being awarded as, you know, as directed by the IEBC and the party regulations, you know, I was given the certificate in front of the people. So I believe rightfully, if my rights are not violated, I will be in the ballot using the Jubilee ticket.
And in the event that your party is adamant for you to drop your bid, will you still be on the ballot?
I don't believe that my party can do that.
What if it happens? It has called you, told you to drop the bid. What if it happens that your party does not want to field a candidate in Mathare? Will you drop your bid or will you go as an independent?
You know, Abu, let me tell you, Jubilee believes in the youth. If Jubilee tells me that, it will not be chasing away Bahati. It will be hurting. It will be killing the hope of many young people in the country. And I don't think our party leader is willing to do that.
And finally, to the thousands of residents of Mathare who are watching us tonight, using this camera, what message do you have for them?
To the people of Mathare, I know we have been going through a tough time. And for change is not easily, you know, achieved. And I believe it's a tough time, but tuendele kuombeana. And this is the time. Let's stand up. Let's be ready to come out in large numbers on the 9th of August. And let's vote in one of our own, Kevin Bahati Kioko, mtoto wa Mathare. It's time for Mathare.
And you're on record saying mnaniita, mtaa wananitanga mtoto wa mama, wengine wananitambua kama mtoto wa Diana, but kutoka leo mtoto wa Mathare.
Mtoto wa Mathare. And let me tell you.
You insist on that.
Mtoto wa Mathare. And let me tell you guys. Naenda ambia watu wako Mathare and many other young people. I believe in the ghetto. I've been raised in the ghetto. For so long we've been crying for parliament to come in the ghetto, and we have waited for so long. And that's why the people of Mathare have decided that the ghetto will go to parliament. And that's why they have chosen one of their own. And that's why I'm here as Bahati to represent the ghetto in parliament.
All right, gospel singer Kelvin Kioko, popularly known as Bahati, thank you for your time once again tonight on TV47. Remember, you're watching Kenya's fastest growing television TV